Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy, Sancty DJ, and welcome back everybody to another episode of Minecraft Inspirations. And we are building up our little city. So today guys, we're exploring something a little different. We're exploring our Golden Gate Bridge that is situated between our suburban area and our city area, which is just on the other side. And this is already an existing build. I think we built this like 3 years ago, give or take. This was when I first had the new Xbox. I remember building it on that, and it was a pain without World Edit, so thank God we got that. But I decided to add something a little different to it, and something new, something to make this bridge a bit more exciting. And I found the perfect opportunity to add in these guys. So here it is here. I don't know if you guys know the movie Monsters vs Aliens. If you don't know the movie, I suggest you guys check it out, because it is such an amazing movie, and God, I love it. And I thought this is the perfect time to add these guys in. So these guys actually fought on like some sort of bridge. I don't know if it was the Golden Gate Bridge, but we decided it would be really cool to have them fight on this bridge. So this bridge is right next to what we explored last episode. So this is the over the hedge suburban town, or whatever you would like to call it. So I finally built the trees along the outside, and we've cut it too close to the point where we couldn't really scale the mountain down, so we decided to just build it up. So something like this, and this is the best we can do. So you got obviously the nice little normal backyard, and then over here you have I guess the rest of the forest. So I've tried my best to make them as bushy as possible and as tall as possible, so you don't actually see anything, or it feels like there's more on the outside, like it doesn't just end. And I think it's best from this angle, I believe. Just over here with the trees over here that are looking really bushy. I think this looks good, because let's say you're not flying and you're just sitting there normally. I mean, you can kind of get a glimpse of it, but you can, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having a backyard like that, just looking over and seeing the bridge. But we also do it for a bit of privacy, so then the people coming across the bridge can't really see other people's backyard. But anyway, enough about that. Let's actually get exploring on this build. Oh, this is so awesome. I love this so much. So in the movie Monsters vs Aliens, we have 5 monsters technically against this big bad alien, and we have Insectosaurus over here, and it's essentially he or she. I think it's a she. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll say it's a she for now. She is a caterpillar type thing that's mutated, so it's massive. And we can just see the scale of it. So we have the helicopter up here, and it's got a light source type thing, because the Insectosaurus is attracted to these light sources, and it will follow or get kind of mesmerized by looking at it. So that's how they're leading it to the giant boss on the other side. And this helicopter wasn't made by me. I'll have to get the original owner. I'll put it in the description. You can get it off Planet Minecraft, and that's where I got this from, and it looks awesome. When I first saw it, I knew it would fit perfectly. But anyway, so Insectosaurus is massive, on a massive scale. Like, you can just see, like, it's in deep water, and we've done a bit of terraforming, but not a lot. So it's a bit flat over here, but then when you go down here, it's a bit dark because of we're using our shaders, but it's terraformed a bit, and I want to keep terraforming, so I'll get some sand in here and just kind of layer it out. But we'll check out the feet. So yeah, he's got his feet all planted down, so we've got the black toenails and such. And we got, of course, his tail. We could not forget his tail. That's popping out on the backside, and it just looks so good. It is a bit derpy to look at from different angles. But yeah, so I'll show you here. Like, I think this is the best angle from it, up above like this, where if you're looking at it from down below, oh, not really, I'm trying to find the best. Maybe like this looks a bit derpy, I don't know. It depends what angle you look at. I feel like there is an angle on it that makes it look really derpy. And it's kind of hard. And we got the up house, of course, just going past one of the biggest battles. And yeah, we still need time. We're still doing a bit more edit, and we just need to get, you can see, like, this once was a vast mountain valley type thing, but we just completely cut it through. So we just need to replace all that in another episode. But anyway, so that is Insectosaurus. Now over here we have our I'm going to say the four main monsters. So we got Ginormica, and yeah, she looks very derpy indeed. It's the best I could do, so we're sticking with it. But it was pretty hard to come up with a style for her, because I don't know, something on this scale where it's not too big and you don't have a lot of blocks to play with. I couldn't really do much with the hands and fingers and stuff, so that was a bit weird. And we got the shoes. The shoes are alright, they turned out pretty nicely, I think. And then we got Dr. Cockroach. Again, not much we can work with. We could probably give him a mouth, but that's all we had. And we got Link over here. I've made him a bit bigger than the others, but then again, like, nothing too special from him. I might come back and do a bit more, because it just does look a bit dull. And we have Bob. I think this is the best we're going to get from Mr. Bob. It is looking awesome. So I just got this eyeball of the player heads and whatever, and we've used cyan wool, I believe. No, cyan concrete, I should say. And we've just surrounded him with this nice blue glass. In shaders, it actually looks really nice, but I think it actually looks better in the just the normal version with the city texture pack. And I should state that we're using that because it mostly reflects, and I didn't want that, and I found it was more transparency when we had it in the normal mode. But really cool. Probably need to add a mouth to him. But I think that's the best we can do with the four of them. I did enjoy actually doing the hair. I found that really satisfying to do, because it kind of really worked well, because she has this, I don't know, overhang or whatever you want to call it. But I have tried to do them to scale, so I think for a normal human being, that seems about right. Maybe Link's a bit too big. Cockroach is about the same size. I'd say Ginormica is around that exact same size as well. And I'm gonna say I love the mouth. I think the mouth is my favorite part about Insectosaurus. And over here we have the giant robot probe. And personally, I think this one's my favorite. It just turned out so well. It was a bit iffy at the start, because I had to get the angles right, and I had to get all the, I don't know, because his body, it's like cylinder, but then the bottom half is a lot larger than the top, so it was kind of hard to work with. But for the most part, I think we nailed it. I love the eye. Every time I see it, I love it. His arms, they probably took the longest work to get it through, but once I did one, and it's the same with everything, all I did was did half, and then pretty much just copy and paste and flipped it on the other side. So that's how we got that. But I think the arm turned out awesome. One of my favorite parts. It just looks so awesome, and I'm not really the best with organic creatures unless they're staying still and, you know, they don't have a lot of movement going. and then just a box, whereas these, I struggle. Sectosaurus was the biggest struggle. I had to go back and forth. There was a lot of trial and error with him, her I should say, but this guy actually turned out alright because it's very easy, because it's very symmetrical, I guess you could say, so it was really easy to work with. But yeah, so we got him underneath as well, obviously on a flat area. I love the shaders, it looks so realistic in this water. It just looks amazing, and oh, I could probably go on about this shaders mod all day long, or what's it called? Not a mod, I'm not too sure. But yeah, so I think that's all I had time to show you guys. So it's turning out really nicely. I loved it. I love putting this together. It was just awesome because I was such a big fan of this show growing up, and I think it turned out amazing. So the bridge this way connects to the suburban area, and I'll just show you a little, because we're still working on the landscape around it to connect it with the new existing over the hedge spot. So we need to fill in a bit of water, but we can do that right after the episode just to get it over and done with. But we've added in a fair bit of trees, so we got the birch and the oak together, which looks really nice. But we do need to flatten it out, I feel, a lot more. We need to bring it down. So we're just connecting the landscape together. So I've got the connection over here to get onto the main road, to get onto the bridge. And then I think with this road, we're just going to follow it underneath and make a tunnel so we can reach the other side. But it's all big changes, and we're all getting there. And now we're just connecting it up to the school. Once I finish that school, we can do a video on that. But yeah, it's looking really nice. It's just turned out amazing, I feel, considering I'm not too strong in the organic section of building. So yeah, but anyway guys, I think that's where we're gonna leave the video. I hope you all did enjoy today's episode. I had a blast. It was a bit of a struggle, not gonna lie, to make these guys, but once we got them and we got the feel and all that, it just, like, I think these four were done within an hour, which is pretty impressive considering Insectosaurus and the giant robot probe took probably a day, probably 2 days for this, probably maybe 3 too. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, considering that's how long it took, they turned out awesome. But anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Peace out guys.